I contacted a Walgreens, a CVS, a Target, a Walmart, 4 sex shops, Planned Parenthood. So what was I looking for? I was trying to find a female condom locally. According to Planned Parenthood, most parents want their kids to receive some sort of sex education. And the CDC and other organizations such as the American Medical Association and the American Academy of Pediatrics, they support supplemental education on topics such as STDs, puberty, healthy relationships, contraception, and sexual orientation. After her sex ed classes, my teen daughter mentioned female condoms. And as an adult woman, I was sort of surprised because I haven't heard about female condoms since I was in college. But I could tell from her input in the conversation that she saw female condoms as a valid and worthy option, which sent me on my search for a local female condom and more information. So, are female condoms a valid option? First, what is the female condom? Female condoms were developed in 1994 and are also called internal condoms. I'll use the two terms interchangeably through the presentation. It's considered a barrier method because it prevents the exchange of bodily fluids during sex. And like the male condom, the internal condom reduces risk of pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections. An internal condom is comprised of 2 pliable rings, which is connected together by a tube of loose synthetic latex. And as the name would indicate, the female condom is a barrier method, which is inserted and used in an orifice versus being externally applied to a penis. In general, the internal ring sits next to the cervix, while the tube extends through the length of the vagina, and then the external ring sits outside of the labia. Why should women consider this option, especially when the male condom is considered the gold standard of safety? Let's evaluate the costs and benefits of this option. Adolescents and adult women have some of the same concerns about female condoms and sexuality. In general, studies show that most women of all ages are concerned about effectiveness and protection from disease and pregnancy, in addition to availability and side effects. Some of the barriers for the female condom use include insertion and application apprehension and aversion to learning how to use a new method. Younger adolescents seem to be more receptive, while women and more experienced adolescents voice concerns about the social implications and awkwardness during use. And they're also concerned, a lot of people seem to be concerned about the section of the female condom that protrudes from the vagina. Also, the Mayo Clinic indicates that the internal condom may not be as effective as a male condom. They cite that 21% of women will become pregnant with typical use of the female condom, whereas only 2% of couples will become pregnant using a male condom. FC2 is the only manufacturer for the internal condom in the U.S. that's recognized by the Food and Drug Administration. And according to FC2, the female condom is comparable to a male condom and has a 95% effectiveness rate. Some of the benefits of the internal condom is that it can be inserted several hours prior to sex. And because of the loose nature of the material, that removes fit problems. And it also means that the penis does not have to be fully erect for use. While some women see the external portion of the female condom as detrimental, others see it as a benefit because it extends the protection to some of the external genitalia, and some women find it pleasurably stimulating. And also, finally, this method of contraception is considered female controlled, since the user can insert it prior to sex and is completely controlled by the user. And there's less opportunity for a reluctant partner to prevent protected sex. While there are arguably several reasons to be for or against the internal condom, are they accessible? Well, the answer is yes and no. I contacted several retailers and looked online, and what I found was that when FC2 gained the ability to bill medical insurances for the female condom, it made the product cost prohibitive for local retailers to carry it. So that made the female condom only accessible through ordering it online, and that makes it so that you have to wait for shipping and order processing. On the other hand, this is also a pro. The female condom can be billed to insurance, which means that it can be free or nearly free for many women, which is not an option for male condoms. However, the male condom, if you have to pay cash or don't have insurance, male condoms are a fraction of the cost, and they're available at almost any kind of retail provider everywhere. Contraception and protection is important. For most people, is a very important factor in life in some way at some time, and will always be a concern to some degree. And depending on the source, female condoms are a viable option and can be compared to the male condom. However, teenagers and adults are impulsive. I don't know that people can wait 2 hours, let alone 2 weeks, for sexual gratification, which is what you would need for shipping. Female control and options are so important when considering contraception and protection. However, accessibility is key. If you can't get it in time, then you can't use it.